The former world number one golfer Rory McIlroy has lashed his competitors who defected from the PGA to LIV Golf, saying the shock merger won't heal all the wounds caused by golf's civil war. McIlroy, who's currently world number 3, was one of several top players who refused to join LIV, turning down deals offering hundreds of millions of dollars. Here's a little of what Rory McIlroy had to say.
Bringing players back into the fold and then that, sacrifices other people, that's where the anger comes from. There still has to be consequences to actions. The people that left the PGA Tour irreparably harmed this tour, started litigation against it. We can't just welcome them back in. That's not going to happen. And I think that was the one thing that Jay was trying to get across yesterday is guys, we're not just going to bring these guys back in and pretend like nothing's happened. That is not going to happen. I still hate LIV. I hate LIV. I hope it goes away, and I would fully expect that it does.
Let's get some analysis now. We're joined by Paul Gow, professional golfer and Fox Sports expert. Paul, thanks for being with us. The deal is done at the high level, but the bitterness remains, certainly among some of those golfers.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Being 18 months apart, and McIlroy and Tiger, who really were the figureheads for the PGA Tour, were not told about, talks or discussions of this matter, but it seems to be the sensible thing a lot earlier than everybody would imagine. So it's good the big boys have got at the round table and discussed it, and I'm sort of with McIlroy on this, is that, there will be some consequences to the guys that did leave. They will be probably re-registered, but it'll come along with a hefty fine along those lines.
Okay, well, that'll be interesting to watch the developments there. But as we look back at the last few months, there appears a couple of key moments, Paul. I'd be interested to see what you think, but certainly LIV Adelaide was such a huge success. That was one key moment, and that gave the new tour a lot of momentum. The other one was Brooks Koepka, one of the LIV golfers, winning the most recent major.
Yeah, there were two instrumental times. Definitely, and I think there's more to play out on this and the discussions and how they've come about with this. I've got a feeling behind the scenes that the PGA Tour, they've seen the Saudis have definitely got big pockets and plenty of money to spend, but they might have secured a couple of more big-name players, and if that was the case, that would just strengthen their tour. That's what I've been told. There was possibly up to 6 to 8 players possibly moving over again, so it was grabbing some momentum and speed, and the tour had to act pretty quickly. So they were two big times. Granted, the other ones didn't work so well. The LIV event in Singapore didn't work that well, but Adelaide was a standout. But in this country, and that's all I'm worried about, is we were starved. We've been starved of world-class players, and if any good have come of the LIV Tour is that we've got some of the best players in Australia back here playing around the world to play in Australia. So, and Brooks Koepka winning, everyone thought he would, those players would fall away, but they've got enough games under their belt, and he ran second at played well into the final round of the Masters also. So they've got form on the board.
Yeah.